How we doing, my friends? Your Florida History Hunter, and we're slogging another creek, and I just noticed in this debris field right here there's some kind of big ass iron thing. You can see it right there. Right there, and then also there's a big pile of barbed wire. I don't know what that is, but it's very rusty cast iron. Very rusty cast iron. Okay, so we're gonna hike our way back towards the road that direction. I'm hoping that because this one creek bed's got larger trees growing on both sides, that it may be an older canal. Huh, look at that, there's a roll of wire and the leftover barbed wire from when they put the fence up next to here. There's a field right there. Open field, and I've never seen cows in it. Somebody's sitting on that property. I think it's landlocked too. Oh, my mistake, I am seeing cows. See some cows out there. How's that? This tree's growing right up in the middle of the creek. It's collected a whole bunch of modern beer bottles and plastic. That's an older bottle. HPF Libby. Oh no, ball. Almost looks like floor wax or furniture wax circa 1970s. Here's that dangerous vine. Look at that. That would definitely stop you. So you gotta watch it because it gets you. These skinny ones. And sometimes they're really, really thin. Like these. In the shade. Or the browner ones. Makes it very hard to spy. Like a coffee jar there. Let's see. Oh, Planter's Peanut. Well, that's a fun one. They, I don't think they do jars anymore. Glass jars. I think they're all plastico. Oh, look. There's all kinds of glass on that hill right there. Let's see what we got. Another planter's peanut. Some kind of juice. Whatever this had in it, it's still got something in it. This is the kind of soda bottle that would have had a styrofoam wrap on it. Gatorade quart. Looks like a jelly jar. That looks like another planter's peanut right there. Yeah, I'm gonna guess some kind of peanuts. Also guessing it. That's another planter peanut. Oh yeah. So you know what? Planter's Peanut is a popular brand name. And so everyone that's got Mr. Peanut on it is taken. You gotta assume that don't have Mr. Peanut on the jar ain't planters. All right, we're up. Kind of strange. There's like all these peanut jars in one spot. That looks like a car seat. No. That looks like part of a car though. That looks like the piece that, I don't know what this is. It's part of a boot, like a convertible boot. Interesting. I wonder if it's part of a Volkswagen Beetle. Here's the thing to see out here. What's that? Another glass jar. A juice jar. In 1985 or 7. There's another gallon jug right there. Nice, got an ear on it. A juice jar up top. stuff in the mud right here. Yeah, right. What do we got, people? What do we got? Another Mr. Planters. And another Mr. Planter. That guy's broken. Yeehaw. Really muddy. Two modern beer bottles. Kind of interesting as I'm seeing fill, midden fill, but we're getting close to the one of the old roads, so it makes sense that there'll be tons of it around here. Look at that oak tree, another beauty right there, nice size one. But check this out. Check this heaping pile of midden right here. Left over from when they were building the road. Back way back. We probably had a staging area right here where they were dumping the wagon loads and then the truck loads, and eventually it just they left some of it out here, and over the years it's getting washed off of this pile. Aroma Wines. Can't make that made by Anchor. I'm gonna guess 1970s, maybe 80s, 80s-ish. There's a bone right there. Sounds like it's glass. Listen to it. I'm not sure, that's very strange. Because this end looks like it's been worked. Looking to see if there's any more pieces. It's just a random fragment. Look at this tree that was here. How big this sucker was. This will give us a good accurate measurement. So there's 4 feet right there. And so about 4 feet 5 inches. That's a was a good sized live oak. Really good sized live oak. Kind of see it right there. It's starting to lean out this way. More shell. Look, it was collecting. It was collecting inside this can. There's some more metal scraps right there. Somebody driving by probably pitched something out of their car. Look, there's some brick. Got a piece of iron. Another piece of iron right there. I said, that's like a really heavy jar, but it's completely filled with sand too. A little bit of clay in that bank. Broken glass right there. See if we can figure out what it is. It's got a K on it for Keystone. R241 and then 22.9. Definitely a whiskey bottle. Look at this vine. That's a biggie. That's some Tarzan action there. The heck? Is that a foot? No. Some kind of iron for hanging something. How choked up this is. Imagine the creek came all the way out to here at one time. This is all stuff that's washed off the shoulder over the scores and scores of years from when they dug this sucker. Because this sucker was dug like in the early 1900s. Here's an unusual thing. I bet it's an air potato. It most certainly is. Some donkey tail. That's a biggie. Look at that oak tree. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a beast. It's on the hill. That's the end of it. So there's 4 feet. And there's another 4 feet. And there's another 3 feet. So that's 11 feet at the foot. So we're going to cross over here and take a look at that sucker a little fast. Yeah, look at that baby. The canopy's all the way out to there. And at the 11 feet at the base. That's a beauty. That one's going up into the woods. And there's a creek right there. There has to be, or there wouldn't be. Probably goes that way. So we're skirting right now the little prison work camp, which I heard they just recently tore down. It's part of the property's part of like the county operations or something now, and it's been a shooting range for the police for years. And the road department's got a bunch of garbage going on over there. So I don't know how far back the actual prison camp went, but I suspect it's got to go back to 1920s maybe. So I was hoping maybe somebody had a bottle or pop and threw it over here in the woods. And it's going to be laying there for me to pick up. And there may be stuff right up on this hill right here too. That maybe never even made it down this far into the canal. And they've scraped this canal many times, but you can see little areas where the water rushes off of the property. Sometimes it helps when they come in here with the excavator, the scoop, and they scoop all this stuff out. There's something right there. What is that? No, it's just thought it was somebody's false teeth. It's just part of a clamshell. Kind of the more modern era stuff that they use for fill. Whoa, slippery. Coming out of that for a minute. You can see like there's oak trees over there across the road, and then there's an oak tree and there's an oak hammock out there. how they completely cleared the land out here to do whatever they've been doing out here for scores of years. It's my understanding that the prison camp closed down a long time ago. Some dayflowers blooming down there, little purple dayflowers. So it looks like they're just hoarding a bunch of junk over here, and they slowly move it around and throw it down somewhere in a hole and cover it over. And you got that poor lone oak tree standing out on this piece right here, looking all pathetic. The cross under for the creek that's here. It's a crossroads. Bunch of tires in there. Recent drive-by. Throw garbage in. It's pretty pathetic. People doing that kind of stuff. I mean, really pathetic that they have to throw that in the back of their truck and then drive it in, drive it over. What do we got down there? Older juice bottle. It's glass. Look at that. I don't know if that's a whelk or not. There's only one hole in it. It may be. It may be. There's a Florida red cedar tree there. It's broken. I don't know if that's due to the tornadic activity from Hurricane Milton or not. Well, that's gonna do it for today, my friends. The Florida History Hunter coming to you from this last day of November. We're walking one of the old roads. Look at this, how it's 3 pine trees in that cluster going up like that. This is one of the another one of the last like wild areas in West DeLand. It's starting to see development, and as we could you noticed in our hike earlier that everything out in our woods we were on, all the way from the creek from the earlier video, is all floodwater. And they're starting to open up this part of the area, this part of the county, and it's not quite in the city yet, but they'll incorporate it somehow into something. It's all in the St. John River flood zone, basically. Okay, so we're going to take a minute here and we're going to shift gears and we're going to take a look at this plant right here. This thing growing right here. This is called pigeon toe, and you can take these little grains. See those little grains right there? You can dry this, and you can grind these grains up real super fine, and add water to it. And something to sweeten it with if you wanted to. And here we go. This right here is ready to be processed like that. So this stuff grinds up pretty fine like that, and you grind it real fine from that, and you make a flour out of it. And it's on the list of world famine foods. So you ever, you know, if the proverbial shit ever hit the fan, there's something that you could survive on if you can find this stuff right there, and it's edible. Okay, so we're going to move along a little bit, and we're going to walk right over here just a few feet away, and we're going to take a look at this plant right here, this one right here, and we're going to look at a couple different stages of it, I think, maybe. No, it's not really ready yet for that second stage, but all you need to do is to look for this leaf, serrated leaf. It's in threes, and you look for this yellow flower. And so I'm gonna walk a little more because I know this stuff's everywhere, and we're gonna find one that's got like the entire flower, so you can kind of get a feel for exactly what we're looking for here. Okay, so here we go, right here. Let's take a stop off right here. That's the one right there. So what you want to do with this one, and you can use this a couple different ways. You're going to go for the leaf. And you're gonna rinse it off, wash it off, make sure you haven't got no bugs or spiders or something. And you're going to take it in your fingers, and you're going to roll yourself a ball of this stuff like that. And that, get a nice big old fat wad of it too, like about that big around. Good handful. And if you got a toothache, you pack that wad of leaf up around that gum and that tooth, and it's going to burn for a little bit, and then it's going to kill that infection. It's going to take that pain out. That's the plant right there, Biden alba, or maybe it's alba Biden. It's a very, very, very powerful antibiotic. You can also take the leaves and boil the leaves. Small handful, you know, like 2 tea bags worth of leaf for a nice cup of tea. A little lemon and honey in it for flavor and measure, and that'll knock out a intestinal virus pretty fast. So, well, thank you for joining us today. It's your Florida History Hunter. Hit that like button right there if you liked that video today. Subscribe to our channel. Give us the thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. Tell your friends about us. Spread the word. We're on the mission to discover the old, uncover the old as they're building the new, and we try to share that with everybody. And then we share a little bit of knowledge that we have that picked up in my lifetime so far. Everybody have a fantastic afternoon, a great night, and a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching. There's one of those barrel ones. Patent pending, so that's an earlier one. Trying to make the bottle look like a beer barrel. Oh, I see a big pile of glass coming up. Oh, also see, gotta take a break here. Hold on a minute, people. Somehow or another, there's something dropped into my boot. There it goes. A berry dropped off a little bush or something. Ugh. Like walking around with a marble in my shoe. All right, we're back. So as I was saying, another glass. There's another one of those sodas, a beer. It's a juice jar, wine. vinegar. Broken ACL soda. Giant log cabin. Log cabin. Open pit barbecue sauce. Baby bottle. Kind of formula. There's another one. Miller Highlight. Sort of modern beer bottles. Michelob. Sort of modern. Quart juice. More beer bottles, baby food jars, more food jars, more food jars. Oh my goodness, I found a head. I'm pretty messed up. What we got here? They lent the steel pipe. Post 1960s. Lemon juice. This stuff's just like slowly sliding and washing out of the hill. And it all ends up down here. Eventually all down at the bottom of the hill. It's all fairly modern. What's that? Plastic. Coffee jar. That's getting older. That's circa 1950s. Got bunches of those at home, different shapes.